Hello again, and thank you for joining Jeff and Jenny's Classic Restorations. Today brought to you by Vintage Moped World. As I mentioned last week, it's a startup site on Facebook, and it's just for anybody who's got any interest in mopeds whatsoever, vintage or even more modern ones. And they're looking at doing concessions for different things as they go along, and they're doing very well. And so please go along and have a look. I'll leave a link to the description underneath afterwards. So here we go again. The heat wave has pretty much gone. It's quite comfortable now, just a bit windy. Jenny's had her walk, so of course after that she has her sleep. So we're back to the Direct Bikes Sports moped, and I'll show you what I've been doing. I haven't got that far because it's been quite a busy week at work, but I managed to get a little bit done yesterday, and today I think we'll concentrate on a bit of powder coating. So come and have a look what I've done. As I said, it's been a busy week at work. The one thing I wanted to get done was this hammer writing. As I say, it was the pipes, well, the frame was very good. It was just a very light surface rust, so I've done that with the hammer right. I've cleaned up the engine a little bit. I will go over again with more detail later on. And the petrol tank was hammer righted. That's just on there temporary. I did have to drill out a bolt here that would sheared off, so that's just the temporary one for, well, the new one for now, but it's not tightened down till we're ready. So today I've decided I think we're going to try and have a go at doing the cover for the belt. I've ordered a new belt. Looks a bit, I don't know, not so good, so I've ordered one of those, and I've also ordered a new gasket for that, so that will come later on in the week. But if we can get that, we'll probably try and see if we can get that off today as well, and just check the rollers and that. But we'll have a go at doing that, and also the bracketry that goes around here. And also the one thing that does spoil it at the moment is the stand. So this one, hopefully, depending on time, we'll see if we can get that off and powder coat that as well and get that back on, and that starts to get the underneath done, and we can move on again. Well, as I say, we're going to make a start now on this dry belt cover. I was going to show you me taking this apart, but it came apart very well on its own without me doing anything. This was on this side that holds that spindle in with a circlip, so I took that out, just gave it a tap, and everything fell to pieces. So this is the kickstart mechanism that goes in there. Also that part of it as well that goes in there, and the spring that holds the tension on that one. I had to take this out anyway because there's a sort of rubber plastic washer thing in there, which obviously wouldn't take too well to heat. So sorry about that. I didn't mean to show you all this, but I just tapped it. It's all falling apart. Whether I'll get it back together again, well, that'd be another question. So all this can be cleaned up. There's a general lack of grease everywhere, so that all should help that. So I'm going to give this a bit of a clean up now, and we'll give this a sort of wild brush in and see how we get on with that. So I've given this all a wash on the inside as well, with a degrease. So I'm just going to go over with this now. I won't bore you doing the whole lot, but just get a start, see how we get on. Okay, I'll get on and see how we got on doing all this. Well, there we go. That's best I can do. Is taking absolutely ages, but that seems okay. I've gone over with some acetone now just to clean it already, and I'll just put a little rubber bung in there just to protect that spine for the kickstart. So I'm just going to get a mask on, and we'll give this a little coat of gloss black. But there we go now, that's in the oven, and we'll wait for that to start to cure, and once that's happening we'll time it for about 10 minutes, so it'll probably be about 15 minutes altogether, and let's hope for the best. Well, here we are out of the oven. It's a shame, some of it's gone really nicely as I would have wanted, but there's been a few reactions here and there, which is unfortunate, but I've got to go with that. Let's say it's obviously better than it was, but it's just a pity that it just can't go that little bit better. I mean, some of it is absolutely beautiful, but never mind, we'll let that cool down and then we can try and get some of the innards back in again for the kickstart. Well, that's eventually cooled down, and I was going to show you how to do this, put these springs back in, but unfortunately I forgot how you do it, so I've had to look online and try and do it, which I did on YouTube. Basically you have to get the spring in first and then hook it around this little bar here in the casing, and then using mole grips pull that round as tight as you can, slide that in and hook it onto there. Now that keeps trying to jump out because of these springs keep getting in the way, so you've got this little hole here just to pull the springs back into position, and then that will actually lock onto that metal bit here, and then eventually I'll just temporarily put the kickstand on for a minute, or the kickstart on, and then you basically just jiggle that up and down until that fits in properly there. So now, all being well, that is okay, I think. Well, it was. No, well, that's going to be pushed in with pressure. Oh, see, it's not very good like this, but well, it did do anyway. I'm sure we'll get it going in a minute. But anyway, so that's that for now. Most of the day's gone now. I'm still going to try and do a little bit more, but as I say, it's always time. But I'll come back to you in a moment. Right, I'm probably going to have a go at doing the kickstart now, because this looks awful against the black. I could have hammer-righted it, but we'll try and see if we can powder coat that. I was going to have a go at doing this today, but I'm waiting for a new belt. It does seem particularly loose, I don't know, but as I've got a new belt just in case. The clutch belt here, it's alright, but it's gone a little bit rainbowy, which means it has got a little bit hot in its time. So we'll have a look at that next time, and we'll have a look at the rollers in there. So let's have a go, see if we can get the stand done today, and then that'll have to be it, and I will get on and do these brackets as well around the petrol tank, and then we can move on to the other side once we've had a look at this CVT area as well. So we'll do that next time. So let's have a go, see if we can get this kickstand off. Well, I've just moved the bike round the other way now. It looks like there's no bolt, it's just a split pin in there. So we'll have a go and try and get that out. But it didn't take much to get those out. They just split and broke, so it makes life easier. So I've just got an old screwdriver now, so I'm hoping this might just tap through. Hoping, see what happens. There we go, it's moving. Need that wash, 2 washers there. Okay, so I might as well turn the bike around and see if we can pull it out. Okay, so there's a bit sticking out the other side. Still got this spring on, that should come off when we open it. So hopefully this will pull through. There we go. Get in there, get in there. Obviously needs a bit of lubrication, doesn't it? Right. Bit more, nearly there. There we go. Okay, and there's the spring. Right. one rather grotty, but still solid. Stand. Well, okay, so that's okay for now. I'll clean this up a bit whilst that's off. Well, welcome back again. Actually, for once, that's worked out all right. It's come up very nicely. I'm quite happy with that one. So it's a horrible blooming evening. It's not too bad. It's 7 o'clock, but it just keeps coming over with this sort of silly nothing rain. So I can't get this away until obviously it's resting against the fence. So let's just get this back on and then we call it a day. So right, okay, let's get ready. Cleaned up this bar as well with a little bit of grease on the end there, and hopefully this will work. Okay, let's on that side. See if we can get the spring on as well whilst we're here. Okay, that should do it. Okay, just get these washers back on again. And we can get the split pin back in there. Somewhere, somehow. Bear with me a second. There we go. Eventually we just get that through. There we are. Okay, that'll do. And just bend this over. Okay, right, thank God for that. Well, finally, that's back on now. At least you can go back into the shed and stand up rather than leaning up. So that's come out very nicely for a change, and that's all cleaned up under there. So, as I say, we'll get on and I'll get on with the brackets that hold on the petrol pump, petrol tank, and we'll come back next week and we'll try and see if we can get on and do this CVT area with the new belting and everything. Well, that's it for another week. I won't be stroking Jenny just for the moment until I get these hands clean. Yeah, so that's about it for now. It's only a couple of things done today, but it's taken all day to do it. It's back to work again tomorrow. So I'll try and get this edited tonight. So thank you to all my subscribers, and please hit the like button if you do like the videos. And also please check out Vintage Moped World, and that's on their Facebook page, with the links will be below. So once again, thank you very much for watching. Please take care out there, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.